Let's see what happens now. Now, as now. Exactly or as kings. Feeling full for it. It's still orange. Now I'm pissed. Who's texting me? It's giving me a red. Yeah, it's not working. It must be the ISP. I can't think of anything else it could be. What else? Let me see. Settings. Stream. Output. Let's try even slower bitrate. Let's try 500. See what happens. Oh, wait. It's giving me green. It's giving me a green light. Hold on, it's giving me a green light in the OBS, which is a few seconds behind the YouTube. Now this is orange. Oh, okay. It looks like we're good. Okay. Who's the boomer now? Who's the... Oh, now it's orange again. God damn it. Okay, we'll see if it stays in orange or goes green. Fuck. That was so annoying. So annoying. That was so annoying. It's still not fixed. It's still giving me an orange indicator of stream health. For your health. This is green. I'm going to try settings. I'm going to change it to, let's try 750. Video bitrate, apply. Let's see if that changed anything. Yeah, now it looks fine. Okay. Hooray. Huh. But it's still giving me an orange light. So I don't know. Anyway, what did I want to talk about? I don't even remember what I was going to talk about. I just had plans to go to a party, and I showed up and asked a couple of my friends to come with me as backup because I wasn't going to know anybody. I showed up, and I didn't know anyone there, so I did the loop, and I left, and I came back home, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't done one of these streams in a while. Anytime I move, it gets choppy, it looks like. You'd be proud. I subscribed to Compound Media and Gas today. Proud isn't the word, Cam. That's not the word, but that is a word. And look, I'm all choppy. I can't move. So as long as I'm moving slightly, we're good. But if there's any kind of mobility, it's all choppy. Okay, let's go back to 500 then. Settings. Okay. Hopefully this is only a glitch for now and not the new normal. Welcome to Soviet streaming. This is absolutely wonderful. Okay, we got 100 people here. Okay, what did I want to talk about? I wanted to ask... There was some question I wanted to ask. Oh, so I had Dave Petruzza today, the historian. We recorded a great episode. And now I'm frozen again on my screen. This is so stupid. This is stream complete. Oh my god. This is how to troll me. This is how to troll me. This is what gets me absolutely livid. Anyway, I had Dave Petruzza today. We recorded it. Update your motherboard and processor. But this is the same thing I use every time. Oh god, there's a screenshot. Oh god. What do I do? What do I do? In Soviet Russia, live stream watch you. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you recommend a book or source that lays out the critique of modern progressive politics in a clear and cogent way? Are you joking? Nathan, are you joking? Do you mean my book? I don't understand. What? My book, yeah. Um, the History of the Same you're not going to get. That hasn't been written yet. It's going to be written. But I think the new right will get you that upgrade. I feel I need more. That's a good question. Who else would have a good critique of modern progressivism? I don't think anyone. If someone else had done it, I wouldn't have written it. Do you know what I mean? Um, who else? I don't, because the Cathedral's not going to publish that book, right? You look great. I'm 35. Let's go out. I'm home. I don't understand. Um, let me see. What critique of modern progressive? I can't think of any others. But then I'm not really reading critiques of progressivism, per se. So maybe, you know what? Tweet it at me, and I'll retweet it, and maybe someone else can have some advice. That's the best I can do. Close your back. There are no background programs. There are no background programs. I restarted the computer. Wait, let me think. There's got to be some source books I used. I have good critiques of the alt-right. What's a good critique of progressivism? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't have any good critiques, because I think a lot of the critiques miss the point. Because if they are talking about like an issue by issue, they're not attacking the core of the problem, is my view. Stream complete. Fuck. Good lord. Oh, I got one. I got one for you, which is Shannon Salt. Can you guys hear me now? It's video output low. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I would say Good White People by Shannon Sullivan is another good one. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely crazy. I guess I'm going to try another one. I'll do one on Sunday. Let's see how long I can tolerate this, because it's making me really... makes me very, very triggered. I'm not going to lie. This makes me very, very triggered. This takes me back to the days of net zero. Yeah, a critique of contemporary progressivism is The Road to Serfdom, which is 70 years old. Great advice. Okay, I don't know how much longer I could take this. Wait, now it's giving me green light. What about Ben Shapiro's book, The Right Side of History? I'm sure that's a great critique of modern progressivism. I don't understand why it would be coming in waves. That's what's bothering me about this stream. Like, bothering me a lot. And now I'm frozen again. Okay. I was going to give a whole long talk about the Harlem Renaissance. Now I can't do this. Mark Hyman interview was excellent. Love it. Thoughts on Jefferson versus Adam feud. Is it in the book? It's in his book. There's a few pages. I just finished reading his book last night. Um, Hot dog. Thanks so much, everyone. That's very cool, Nathan. I'm glad you enjoyed. It's a good book. I really enjoyed it. Hyman's book. I was glad to recommend and have him on. Um, I just clicked the wrong thing. God damn it. Whew. Okay, what else can we... The problem isn't with your computer, it's with the ISP. These IT midwits don't know what they're talking about. High volume plus who knows what. Okay, that does sound plausible with my experience with tech support, because if the setup's the same and I just restarted, yeah. Oh God. Okay. This is Friday night, people. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing on Friday night. God, this reminds me of back in the day when like you could almost see HBO on Channel 6 here in Brooklyn, and you kind of had to wait. Like, don't move. We got it. Like, you have to move the antenna. I'm getting a green light in OBS. And let's see what the settings are there. And that's 500 video bitrate. Should I lower the video bitrate again? Let's try it to 400. Let's see what happens. Because that seemed to help. It's only giving me 30% dropped frames now. Okay, we dropped the bitrate. See what happens. Now it's giving me... Oh, still 30% drop frames. Oh, but the numbers are dropping. Okay, it's decreasing the number of drop frames. Now it's red light again. Oh my god. YT changed settings live. Ask young Jamie about it. YouTube changed... What? I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. What is the likelihood that this country will have a civil war, and what do you think will push it over? Okay, that's a long answer. We can give you a nice long answer. Okay, that'll be something to deal with. This idea of a civil war is a lie. I think it's a total lie. It's a big lie by people. Here's what's amazing. You have half the country thinks the other half are complete, Klansmen, troglodyte Nazis. And it's like, okay, fine. We're just going to make our own country. Oh, how dare you? I think the possibility of there being a civil war is nil, or close to nil. The original Civil War, did not have to be fought, but it did ended up being fought. I don't think who would be launching it against whom? I don't think the people who write for Daily Beast are taking up arms. And the thing with the American Civil War in the past, you had, the entire country had people who were ready to fight. The military and the cops, sure, they're blue pilled to a point, but they're not going to take up arms against who, the Midwest? Like, I don't see how that really happens. So, yeah, any news on signed cops, and you're right. No, I haven't gotten around to that yet. I'm sorry. So I don't see that being a possibility at all. I see that as being... It's the kind of thing when someone's in an abusive relationship, right? And you tell them, well, this is the best you're ever going to do. Do you want to end up living alone? It's going to be terrible. You should be glad you have me. And after a while, you start to believe them. And then And then from the outside, you're like, why are you still with this person? Because when you're trapped in that relationship, you think this is the only or the best option. And then you leave and you're like, what was I thinking? So I don't see it there being a case of a civil war at all. I think there's a lie, a big lie in the culture that is, if there's going to be any kind of secession, the idea is that secession and civil war are synonymous, which is psychotic. They're not synonymous remotely. So that's they've kind of intertwined these two concepts conveniently for them, but it's a ridiculous conflation. I don't see a civil war being a possibility, and hopefully things are going to get even more divided, and discourse is going to break down even further. So yeah, I don't see that being a situation at all. Yeah, it's it's a non-issue in my opinion, and it's just a way to keep people and it's also a way to make the people who are red pilled look like crazies. Like, oh, they want a civil war. When they say they want to leave peacefully, that means we're gonna have to kill them. Okay, sure. So that's that. Um, I think the stream has gotten a little bit better. So that's good. People are too busy for a civil war, seriously. Well, some people aren't. Some people are there just to maintain control and hegemony. So they would certainly have the time for civil war. But yeah, I don't see that as being a very big concern whatsoever. And now I'm all choppy again. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, now it's green. For the first time, it's green. Something good might be happening. Something really good might be happening. Anyway, so I had Dave Petraza on again today. I don't know when it's going to be aired. It was a really, really, really fun interview. I see a pattern to the answers to the 3 questions on You're Welcome. I don't know what you're referring to. The more you know someone, the more times they're on your show, the more like the mask drops. And his books are so good. But I got, some more kind of his kooky side coming out, which is a lot of fun. Have you read Alexander Dugin's book? I have not at all. I know who he is because I'm blanking on her name. Lauren Southern kind of interviewed him, and Kathy, I can't believe I'm blanking on her name, like lost her shit about it because she regarded him as like basically a quasi-fascist. Kathy Young. So, the next book, I sat down with David. He gave me some good ideas for it, but I know what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna start working on a book proposal this weekend. It's gonna be far less political. It's gonna be really, really awesome. Hopefully, I'll get a deal. I'm going commercial with this one. A very commercial idea. So I am very, very stoked to see if I can sell it. If the agent can sell it. Yeah. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I've done a book proposal in a very long time, and it's excruciating work. Let me tell you, it's really not fun. And then it's a stress of it going out. Fortunately, I have a really, really big shot agent, so that makes things a lot easier. And also the new rights sold well and got a lot of publicity. So recently got into an argument where I defended Rand, but I'm unpracticed. What's your preferred response to that statement? She says selfishness is good and that's mean. You are... do not get into arguments with Rand. It's like trying to defend Scientology with people. You can't win, because even if they concede your point, that will make them feel bad, and since you're the one making them feel bad, they're going to look at you like a freak. So you're completely wasting your breath and time. She doesn't need you to white knight her, and these people will never understand it. When someone says something is mean, I'll get my Molyneux hat on. That is not an argument. Something is therefore it's false. What does that? You're wasting your breath. And how old are you? I'm guessing you're in your early 20s. You're completely wasting your time and breath. Any thoughts on the 10 trillion the Fed's repo market QE? I don't know what that means. Are you a fan of Woody Allen's films and writing? No, I really don't like him at all. I do have a good Ayn Rand joke, which is, what does Ayn Rand say after giving head? I did this for me. I still don't know what that means over there. I have a signed Ayn Rand book right. Well, this by the way, this is a really, really, really good read. And this is the book that I read that I asked Yaron Brook about, which was the intro and like one of the first chapters of The New Right. Oh, I got this as a review copy, and I got Ann Heller to sign it. So that is that. I just got I'll put it back later. I just got signed books today from Robert Lefebvre and Felix Morley. So, yeah, these are books are old and dusty. It's been sitting there for 9 years. So, oh God, I was so triggered. I talked about this on Nightshade. I was so triggered on Twitter when someone PayPal'd me cash, a contribution, and they said, hey, do you know of any large, I'm still angry about it a week later, any large print copies of Atlas Shrugged? And I didn't know any, but I'm like, maybe the dear readers do. And I put it up and someone goes, Capitalism, the Unknown Ideal is basically the philosophy of Atlas Shrugged. Yeah, okay. It's like saying, hey, I want to listen to the Duran Duran Greatest Hits album. Is that out on DVD? There's a lot of good songs on Rio. Great. What are you doing? So I hate shit like that when someone asks for something specific and someone feels the need to interject and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Would you consider We the Living to be a good intro to the Soviet mindset and experience? I don't know about intro. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know that it would be, because I don't know. I mean, having grown up in a Soviet household, I don't know that I'm in a position to answer that. It should be depressing. I don't think it is, because Rand doesn't show the humor of the Soviet mindset, I think, and the positive aspects of it. And the gaming the system, things like that. Thoughts on Hapa derangement syndrome sufferers? I've never heard that term before, so I can't speak on that. Will you ever do a Malice's top 10 book stream? I think I did. I did an episode of You're Welcome about this when it was on Compound, so you can find it there. But I can tell you what the top 10 books are. I'm gonna miss some off the top of my head right now, which is things like all of Anne Applebaum, Black Book of Communism, Heights, Jonathan Haidt, Volume 7 of Copleston's History of Philosophy, Camus' nonfiction, there's 2 of them, From Luther to Hitler is very good, what's his name, Steven Pinker, not The Righteous Mind, the other one, Blank Slate, Arthur Herman, The Idea of Decline in Western History. If you go to my Goodreads and sort by rating, like the 5-star books are like the ones I would consider must-reads. And I just did finish, a superb autobiography by Langston Hughes. I hate it when the big names actually deserve to be a big name, right? Like when people are valorized and championed, I want to read it and be like, okay, this is shit. And then I read this and I'm like, this motherfucker can write. The Big C. It is so good. I don't know that I would recommend it unless someone has some understanding of the Harlem Renaissance. Because to have it, I read this as the last book of a year-long study of the period and the people. So to have this be the culmination was just awesome. Who's a better troll, you or Copper Cab? I think I'm doing pretty well for myself in terms of my trolling abilities. I don't. Yeah, I don't think. Do you think progressives slash evangelical left, which aren't really the same, just to be clear, would allow red state America to secede peacefully? Yeah, it's not allowed. It's that people justify. It's like Haidt talks about. They will come to the conclusion, and then they will find the rationalization. So it's not that they would allow it. It's like at a certain point they're not going to have a choice, but then they'll tell themselves, "Well, this was the right thing, and this is what I wanted all along." So how are they going to be starting a civil war? You know? So yeah, Nace Troy. Oh, and the Machiavellians. Thank you, Sean. That's probably the number one, but I recommend that in the new right very heavily. Um, is Copper Cab that good of a troll? I thought he was just trolling Gavin. Is he trolling anybody else? I don't know him well at all. All I saw him was yelling at Gavin on his show a couple of times when he said he was trans, and then he challenged him to fight. Why do commies always want to live near libertarians and harass them? I don't. That hasn't been my experience at all. It's probably because both groups, if you're gonna make that assertion, probably because both groups are intellectuals and they're probably gonna therefore travel in the same geographical circles necessarily. Okay, the stream seems to be healthier here, so that's pretty cool. By the way, I think I showed you this, you guys. Um, this is a pen I spite funded with, which was made of wood from the DMZ. So that was kind of cool. So thanks to you all for that. Whew, okay, this is much better. It was really frustrating. A little choppy, but not stream complete. Why is the stream complete? It's saying stream complete, but I could still see it moving. Stream resumed. Uh, yeah, okay, we're good. We're back. Ah, cool, be cool. Ah, cool, be cool. Be cool. Ah, cool. Um, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? It's hard to have start talking about something when I can be cut off at any minute. It drives me crazy. Good lord. I'm curious how, oh, I want to know if, by the way, so we have Dave Smith on, Grandpa in Gavin's story detail. No ban, please. Oh, we're not getting to. I can't get into that. It's a long, stupid story. Um. Okay, great. Fuck. What was I gonna talk about? Oh God, this stream is just making me like a crazy person. Oh, I wanted to ask what Dave Smith is going to be on the show on um, Tuesday. If anyone had any questions for him, Comic Dave Smith. Which race is the most racist on average? Probably Asians, I would think. This choppiness is making me crazy. His interview with Nick. Oh, he had the interview with Nick already? Okay, that's cool. What does he like most about Romney? Okay. You could ask Legion of Skanks questions, sure. Respect no story for Dave Deep abortion debate. Think DNC loses Congress. A lot of Latino and black GOP now. No, they're not. That's a complete lie. In Kansas, Adrian Vallejo Foster, Trump Republican running against socialist. Okay. If you think that there's going to be an appreciable increase of the black and Latino vote in 2020, I think you're out of your mind. I don't think it's a plausible possibility. Dave spends a lot of time in politics. I wonder if he cares for other branches of philosophy. That's a good one. Okay, I'll ask him about that. That's interesting. I want to ask him what he thinks, what he disagrees with about Rothbard the most. Tulsi not running next year. Was she Hillary? Yeah, I don't know. I think she might have gotten a deal somewhere to do TV stuff. She cashed in. This is so stupid. It's not letting me stay on. This is so stupid. Okay, guys, I can't take this anymore. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, this is very very annoying. I will talk to you soon. Um, I can't handle this. This is making me crazy. I'll do another one on tomorrow. Don't let the connection bother you. It doesn't make sense to fret over things we can't change or control. I can control whether I'm sitting here and uh, not have a smooth mechanism of communication. I can do. It's just crashed again. I could, try this another time because again, this is an anomaly and it's not a function of, memory or something like that. It's yeah. Anyway, the point is, this is driving me crazy. I hate this completely. I'll try doing it again maybe on Sunday. If not, I'll do some next week. Very sorry about this. And again, this is kind of unprecedented here. But I will talk to you all soon.